Yarg, pirate stuff.
I'm glad pirate stuff is a theme of our podcast. I like the pirate stuff. That's how we end episode 2 of the next Crits campaign. Is you yelling "Yar"?
Hell yeah! I got to dress up as a pirate and go to the Ren Fair the other day. That was pretty awesome.
Should have known you would go with pirate at a Ren Fair.
First time I went.
Is this It's Just Bits? Is it happening?
It's Just Bits. First time I went as a Scottish man.
Was there a costume involved?
No. A kilt and a flowery thing, and I was like, kilt's fun, but nah. And then I went pirate, and I was like, oh yeah, this is me.
Pirate's good.
I scream Yarg anyways.
Open shirt is pretty good in the heat.
It was not hot. It was 70 degrees. I was a little chilly.
That is hot.
False. It's just gunshot
Drips
noise.
of sweat.
Yeah, Kellen's sweating in my 67-degree house right now.
This summer.
It's hardly the summer.
There were a couple days where it was like decently cool, and it was great.
Look at how fucking insane my tan line
Yeah,
is.
that's hard. That's real farmer shit.
That is a harsh-ass tan line.
You don't look like you're from the city.
I
might as well be on the bench because I'm perching on this demon of a chair.
Kellen complains of my broken-backed chair as he slowly
I was
reclines
horizontal. I was
into it.
horizontal.
No, the farmer's tan is because I've been working construction all fucking summer, which is why we've been shit dick at episodes. But it's over.
Yeah, no, we're gonna start making content weekly again. How's podcasts go?
Yay. Or advertising on social media platforms to remind you all that we exist.
That we do stuff. Yeah, we do stuff. We've put out 2 weekly the past 2 weeks, so we're on it. And I can cut this by Tuesday. So
hey, we can keep that train. We gotta get
really
on
gonna
that.
slow down my crits cutting schedule, but
I assume crits is way harder to cut than this.
it's so fucking much, dude.
Yeah.
But it's because you can either not do it, or it can take you 4 times as long as your raw footage. Those are your options. If you're gonna edit, I might as well take that out too. And if I'm gonna have music for this, I might as well be a sound effect for that. And we can't go to the interdimensional freak beast without that having some reverb and a super deep voice. So I better add that. And then I'm like, it's 3? It's 3 p.m.? What? That happened literally today. I was like, I'm gonna get something done on this, and then it's gone. The time is gone.
And you hit Control S, and then you cry into your keyboard.
Yeah, I gotta get a new keyboard. It's soggy. The next season is gonna be pretty dope. I have theme music now, which I stole, and
nice.
Atmospheric music, which I stole.
The production value do be helping, boys.
It's going up.
What do we have left on the docket to figure out for
the production of It's Just Bits
production
or
value?
Crits?
Yeah. Do we need some brand standardization? I got somebody who can build us a brand packet if we want one.
Probably some standardization, I guess. I'm trying to refine an editing style, a production style.
Okay. Well, I have somebody who can we can trade use of my penis for a brand packet. So if we want one,
great. I'm still spending mine on self-esteem. So if you've got stuff to spare for that, great.
No, mine translates to money.
Must be great. Why aren't you doing foot pics? I feel like that would be.
My feet are gross.
Feet,
and also my last name is on my foot.
Well, I only do left feet. And I was gonna say, why don't you your family won't know, just tell people that that's just I really like Fords and I hate Chevys, but you also have a matching foot tattoo with members of your family.
Yeah.
So they'll find that one.
It'll be pretty obvious. No, anyways, I don't prefer the digital sex for money exchange, like Tinder and whatnot, and feet pics.
Yeah,
I prefer the in-person one, the long con, if you will. Long con, because I'm Connor.
I thought of it. I wasn't gonna give it to you. I wasn't gonna.
Fair.
If you want that, you got to do it yourself. That's. What was that? What else was I saying that about? I forget.
Editing
I don't
the
know.
podcast?
I don't know.
Yeah, but all is soon to be right
I was
with
thinking
the world.
of Euchre. No, all is not right with. I mean, it's getting better.
All is back to. Well, I've been working fucking construction.
Yours life is about to get better.
All summer, just wanting to kill myself. I literally did it all for the house that I'm sitting in right now. I just ruined my summer for this house that I'm sitting in by just constantly working a job that I fucking hated and then sleeping until 4 p.m. every weekend just to recover the energy lost.
You can ruin one summer for it to like to own a house.
Yep, that's
I
what
ruined
did.
a summer to get out of college in 4 years, so
Yeah.
and I'm not going to do it again.
I tried to ruin a summer. I took 28 credit hours over summer.
God.
A quick way to not ruin your summer doing that: fail a class and then don't attend another and still pass somehow. So,
Yeah, I mean, Lewis though. So
No. I did my summer credit hours at Harper Community
I don't
College.
even know where Harper is. Is that
It's the best community college in Illinois.
that would be COD, of course.
No,
Why else would they call it the College of Dreams?
college, you dumbasses.
You know what they used to call it? I've got an associate's degree. You know what they used to call it is the high school with ashtrays. And then they took out the ashtrays, so it wasn't funny anymore. But
So now it's just the high school.
it's now it is a high school. It's a high school.
Oh yeah,
I did go to a big high school, but COD's a high school.
I had a lot of friends go to CLC, College of Last Chance.
Nice.
And all of them were like, "Oh no, yeah, all the burnouts from high school, here they are."
Yeah.
Because if you're smart, as like you, well, I'm insulting you directly. if you're,
That never happens.
if you're smart, you either go straight to a state college
Or you don't
private
do it.
university, or you go straight into trades.
Yeah.
But the worst decision you can make is going into.
Okay, counterpoint, I have less debt than you.
That is fair.
Also, I did go straight to a state school, and then I found a way onto the roof just in case I needed it. And I was like, I want to move back home.
There, fair. And then I found alcohol.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty fucking much. I
Okay.
remember the first time I got properly drunk was at that state school, and I remember being like, this is something I'm going to do a lot for a long time. This is so good.
This is going to fix everything, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
Pretty fucking much.
I have learned one lesson in my many, many years of drinking, and it is if I am feeling a certain way and I am grabbing a bottle to try and not feel that way anymore, that is the only time that it's a bad idea.
Not a particular way.
But-
Unless that way is nothing in particular and you would like to feel like doing some
Something.
shit, then you can drink.
I don't feel like doing the dishes. Have you tried vodka?
Drunk dishes?
The amount of times I'm like just trudging to my house, like I'm going to either blow my head off or just lie down on the couch and do nothing, and then I see alcohol and I was like, or I could get some stuff done.
I could be drunk and listening to a podcast and doing the dishes, and that's a party.
This is called functional alcoholism.
Yeah, I think
Have you
functional
heard of
depression
the
is
carrot
closer.
and the stick?
I think it's functional depression more like I use that to take showers a couple times because drunk showers are fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you're in a real dark place and you're like, I'm gonna drink until I puke. Once you start stumbling, grab a 6-pack, get in the shower. You puke, it's gone.
I have definitely had.
Only do this if you were going to puke anyway. It's like vaping.
Yeah.
If you were gonna smoke anyway, it's healthy to vape. If you were gonna puke anyway, do it in the shower.
Damn right. The amount of times I've put somebody who is puking in the shower with their backpack on, can't even count anymore. The amount of times I've woken up in the shower with a backpack on.
I heard stories when I was in college of a guy who the last motor skill that he would lose is the ability to take a backpack off. He would lose the ability to gag before he lost the ability to remove a backpack.
Ty did
which
that.
is a great way to die. Maybe you told me that was Ty.
Ty painted our carpet red with wine vomit.
Wine vomit, by the way, looks
Acidic.
and if you're doing a low-budget horror movie and you can't afford cornstarch, get a wino and have him puke. It looks like blood.
Yeah, it looks dangerous. The amount of times I've been drinking nothing but red wine and then vomited in the streets, and everybody's like, "You need to go to the hospital right now."
And you're like, no, it's wine. And they're
And I
like,
was
you
like-
need to go to a hospital right now.
I've eaten nothing but raw prime rib and fucking red wine tonight. Of course.
That is the image is burned into my brain because in my brain the image was you just spit up a shot glass full of blood immediately after taking a shot. I now know it was wine, but in that moment it.
Are they making Malorts with glass now? What's going on?
Yeah, people like them more because they mainly taste the blood and the coldness of death rather than the Malort.
Love blood and coldness to death. Two of my favorite things.
I'm now getting yelled at trivia when we get free shots. That they go, "What kind of shots you want?" And everyone goes, "Shut the fuck up, Kelly."
It's good. Oh man, the how funny it be when people are like, "No, you're not really gonna order Malort." I was like, "I am."
That is the reason I do it now, because people are like outsized crazy about it.
They're like,
if they're like,
"No way."
if people are like, "Are you serious?" Because that's actually kind of pathetic, because you're kind of trying to create a personality out of drinking Malort. No, then I would be like, "Yeah, I'll have a Fireball." But if they go, I'm like, "Yeah, see,"
which they all do.
Now it is a personality.
Ha ha! You've fallen
into
directly into my trap.
Now
God.
I'm interesting because of how not you are.
Okay, we had some memes to go over on our audio podcast.
Someone blending up a Vaporeon into Gatorade, which is a better
One
fate for
more
the
time?
Vaporeon
Oh,
than
you
some
sent
we've
that
seen.
to me, didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't we reserve Twitter for podcast stuff, but then that fell apart really quickly because you use Twitter all the goddamn time?
Yeah, that's. I mean,
I think we use Instagram?
There are a lot. Oh, Instagram is where we send podcasts. I haven't been sending anything to that on purpose. I'm not going to tell people how to find it. What were you saying?
I forgot as well because I'm trying to multitask and failing. A parrot that only says the N-word is the first one I found.
Now, this is just a scene from like one of those Judd Apatow movies that's not for other people, that's just for comedians. And there's two guys sitting around going, let me look at some of your pitches. You think you're doing good right now? A parrot that only says the N-word.
No, this is bad.
Can't do that.
A turtle that only says the N-word. How many of these are animals?
He says it real slow, does he? Yeah.
Is that the joke?
Okay.
A rabbit that only...
I knew it was coming.
The N-word turtle and the N-word hare, the third installment in the movie franchise. You really think this is going to...
It's actually not a race. They're just running from dogs.
No, it's not a race. It's a race war. That's the tagline.
I came up with such a great movie tagline. Oh, it was, I've got this friend of mine that we both hate being single but don't really want to date each other, but we're starting to think, wouldn't it be just more interesting if we were cheating on each other than just trying to date? So we decided, wouldn't that be a great rom-com? It'd be a really good rom-com, too, and the tagline for it would be, they broke each other's hearts in two and found twice the love, because the idea was we were going to form a 4-person polycule. It was either going to be that, or the people that we cheated on each other with were going to fall in love, which made us realize we were still in love.
A tale as old as time.
You know, it's kind of like when Harry met Sally.
When Harry met Harry. Met Sally, met Sally.
When Harry met Harry, met Sally, met Sally. Met Harry.
No, when Harry met Sally, met Harry, met Sally, met Harry. Because that's
way
a full
it's
circle.
circular.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
polyamorous math? It's too difficult.
It's like non-Euclidean geometry. Have you ever seen When Sally Got Harry? It's a great. It's a docugraphy, a pornumentary.
Pornumentary.
Yeah, that's what that was better.
I forget what I sent you. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, it was great, too. I'm going to find this.
In the meantime, and I'll decide if I want to keep this.
Oh, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah. No, go ahead. Plug something.
Oh, no. Well, you remember that bar, the green lady that had all the beer taps on the wall?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in my backpack, there is a beer tap, and I, was in that area, so it's probably where I got it.
No, I stole it and put it in your backpack. You don't remember that?
No, different one.
Oh, nice.
No, because I was hanging out with Lauren, and then we went out with Larry and Lindsay. Lori
Lightfoot?
Yep. Yeah. Fucking fix the CTA. God, I don't care if you're lesbian anymore. I like how bad your pants are, but fix the fuck. Stop giving money to the cops.
Every 5 minutes and more CTA drivers.
Yep.
We have enough subways. We need more drivers.
Yeah. We should. I mean, we could. Someone suggested the Gold Line, which is like basically up and down Western Avenue, and that would be dope. Basically, the Beltway we were talking about.
Nice. No.
They're not gonna build it.
Not subway lines. Subway cars. Like you don't need to add more cars to the system.
No, just have them driven more often.
Yeah, have more.
They could update the cars. They're all from the '60s.
Yeah, that's true. But then you would hold out till you get the nice one.
I would not. I want the dingy one because every time I get on the one from the '60s, I'm like, it could be any time. That's why I read on the subway.
The man's name is JD. This is a dating profile of a visibly cross-eyed.
Oh, I haven't.
man.
I purposefully didn't read this one so I could read it on the podcast.
Look at the picture.
No, he's
Can you do a non-offensive voice for this character?
not possibly.
What voice will you be using?
Oh yeah, I figure I'll go about something like this. Because now this guy's not retarded. He's just from
there
the
you
South.
go. Yeah.
You know?
Okay. This works. This is perfect. Because I know the content,
Right.
so I know this.
Wait,
was,
you got to give me your phone because I'm not going to look at it. It's about all the shrimp there are.
Do it in the-
JD27. I look exactly like this horse sounds. I can lift a fully grown horse above my head, and I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. To settle a wager, I once ate a pound of PB Fuchs, strongest badge of poison, and then ran a mile
You need
into
to be
noon.
clearer. You need to be.
It's not coming through.
The voice needs to be a little clearer.
To settle a wager, I once ate a pound of PB Fuchs' strongest badger poison and then ran a mile into nude. I cannot feel pain. I cannot feel pain, and I can see. It's so good because you don't expect where it's gonna
And
go.
this one is definitely a comedian wrote this.
Yeah,
this
no,
one
this
is
is not right.
100%. But dude, can you? I mean, that dude's a genius. That is
Sure.
something you do after a Malort's hangover. You wake up in the morning, and you're like, oh my god, I have the worst idea. You turn over to your girlfriend. You're like, how offensive is this?
Babe, wake up.
And she's like, I'm going to leave you. And then you're like, do what you need to. And then you take a 45-minute shit from Malort's and you write the whole thing out in a fever dream.
I cannot feel pain, and I can see for 2 miles unaided by land. No man can kill me. I have beaten a man of every race in formal combat, including a Turk, a pygmy Negro man, and a rare deep water Jew.
With no racist connotation.
No.
This man just
He's
is
telling you that
cataloging.
these are savvy warriors. A medical doctor and 2 priests have written inside a document.
You gotta repeat that line.
A medical doctor and 2 priests have written and signed a document confirming that I have no soul.
And this is a Tinder dating profile for a man that looks exactly like that man sounds.
That's how I look. I eat more tobacco than pussy, and I eat a lot of pussy, folks.
Let me tell you. I mean, if you see that on a dating app, you gotta be like, I gotta see what this dude's about.
Oh yeah, no, you swipe right on that.
Yeah, just for kicks.
Then you got to invent a race and go. Have you really fought this race? What about a cloud Mexican,
Have you fought a clown?
the mortal enemy of the Deepwater?
Oh,
Jew?
you mean the Teotihuacan?
Yeah, yes, actually, yes. They come down on the Thunderbird.
I think that's actually correct. Did I just go into a fever dream?
I don't think that's.
No, Incans? Mayans? What are the ones?
Did they live in the clouds?
The city in the clouds. There's a city called the City in the Clouds. And it's
Bespin? You're talking about Bespin from Star Wars.
No.
And they didn't have Mexicans in that series until like
I'm
just now.
actually for once, I might have gotten something right. Work with me here for a second.
I'll look up City in the Clouds. I don't know. I mean, it's not that far
It's in
off.
Peru, I want to say.
Oh my God! It's in every picture of the City in the Clouds. You can see JD in the background subtly. That's right. I'm in this one too. I can talk through pictures.
I have a residency here.
I used to have a soul, but now it is in pictures.
Now I am the devil. That would be the devil.
Oh, Machu Picchu. Yeah, no,
Thank
in
you.
Peru. Yeah, you know.
Hey!
I've been there.
I did it.
They're not Mexican.
No, but if you were to label somebody a cloud Mexican.
Cloud Mexican is definitely what, in another realm, that's definitely what racists call Peruvians.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, what, one of those Mexicans from the Cloud City? Right.
There was a great one. I don't even know how to repeat this without being the most offensive person in the world, but somebody who is far more offensive than me called Puerto Rican people the hoopla N-words. And it was the great on...
Wow.
Now, let me provide to you context. On stage... stand-up comedy stage, recorded and posted to TikTok in rural Indiana to a damn near standing ovation. And I was just watching it. And
Finally, someone's saying what we're all thinking, that Puerto Ricans are whatever that is.
I assume he means it like hoopla, like crazy things going on.
Did he just see like In the Heights and he was like, I think they're all like that in real life?
The better one, too, is parade. The word you want is parade. Whatever.
I'd leave it to racists to have interesting words for things, you know? You know?
It was one of those situations where I'm watching it and I am so everything going on astonishes me so much that I like just take a mental snapshot of him like with a little bit of
face he's
lean
making.
on the stage.
The comedian lean.
Yeah, comedian lean, and the audience fucking going wild as he's signing off like Dave Chappelle, which actually kind of like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
except
no.
about.
Yeah, he's mad about trans. He got stabbed in the balls, apparently, by the way, because of that. Which you're not yeah, it's bad to stab people
That's
in the balls
ironic.
over words, but yeah, but also whatever.
That's ironic.
I think they were trying to be helpful. Like, do you want to use the T slur? I'll cut off your balls so you can.
I can get you. I'll get you.
I'm gonna get you. If you
Tucker
stab Dave
Carlson's-
Chappelle in the balls, Dave Chappelle. That's as good as it's gonna get. Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson's worst nightmare, the trans monster, and it's just any trans person going boom.
If you are trans and you come across like Tucker Carlson or Jordan Peterson, you gotta go up to him and be like, yeah, see what they do.
And that will be all it takes for them to shit their pants. And
No,
lose
and
their
Jordan
mind.
Peterson will post a video going, I was verbally assaulted on the street today by, apparently I'm supposed to call them a woman, but I was scared as though a large man was in front of me. It didn't feel
Because
anything like when my grandma put her pubes on me.
Because
Look it up, it
they
happened.
went. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh, they're attacking my free speech. This is what I was worried about when I said I wouldn't use pronouns.
I thought that they were going to come up to me and go, "Bah."
One of them just went like, oh, I don't even think he meant to do it. He just bumped into him by mistake, and Jordan Peterson. Yeah.
One of them had the audacity to say, "Oop." The dangerous trans. The dangerous trans of the Serengeti.
They're fast like a snake.
In overalls and eye makeup.
Well, no, they don't. That's how they all dress anyway.
The dangerous trans of the Serengeti might even be in your own home. Jordan Peterson looks to his grandma.
Oh no, when she touched my face with her pubes in my dream, those were man pubes. Oh no.
It was a dick.
That's
bitch.
crazy. Oh, I'm not, by the way, if you just found this episode on YouTube, that's not a bit for the podcast. Jordan Peterson had a dream where his grandma put her pubes on his face, and he
Did we
let her.
read that on the podcast?
Yeah. I mean, it is also a bit on the podcast. I'm just saying that didn't come from our minds.
But it was
Came
a sin.
from someone else's. It was bad for us to do to people, of course, but
As is everything on this
this is
podcast.
unfiltered whatever I think I'm going to say.
Speaking of trans people definitely being bad people, that's for sure. I'm on one of these Facebook
You going
groups.
to talk about your partner?
Yeah. This son of a... irredeemable is the word I like to use.
That's, yeah.
No, I'm on this Facebook group where it's like, what a terrible day to have eyes. It's one of those shitpost meme groups that I keep finding all these
Yeah,
things
awful
on.
things to look at.
Yeah, and a lot of them are like hilariously awful, which is great, and I love. Sometimes it's just a trans person.
Every group that's like, I just want to look at funny, weird shit, they're also like, by the way, I do hate trans people.
It's so every time I'm like, nice. It keeps scrolling.
I saw one. I'm on in a bunch of subreddits. It's all just weird shit. And one of them was like a guy that was like, I caught my son wearing stockings, and now he changed his name and all this stuff. I just want my son back. And everybody in the comments was like, he just wants his son back. It's so sad. And I'm like, yeah, I bet that girl like wants a dad, and they could have that if the dad would stop being such a drip. But sorry to him.
Dude, you got a daughter. Congrats. You didn't have to have another kid to experience both genders.
Right. Look, hey,
That's the easiest way out,
There you go.
honestly.
Also, he's still AMAB. He's still emotionally stunted. He's still going to play a lot of Elden Ring.
Oh, yeah.
Still going to, that part doesn't go away.
I just wish
unfortunately.
I had the kid I knew back. You still do.
Yeah.
Now you just know more about him.
Right.
Her. Which way was it?
Oh,
wish
so
I
in
had
this-
my son back, so it's her. Okay.
So in that one, it was her.
I'm doing the double negative off of him being wrong.
I argue with a lot of transphobes on the internet because I'm healthy. And you're a good person, deeply unhealthy. I think we all know that, right?
It's so hard to find other people who are just on the surface god-awful pieces of shit, but when you find their motivation about it, they're like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually sympathetic.
No, that makes sense.
And you're not like bigoted or rude to other people because of how bad a person you are. No, and I always have to do so many double. They're like, "Are you aware that they're doing this to little girls?" And I have to be like, "Okay, what What are you talking about? Because you think it's happening to women, but you don't actually know because you have no clue about what transness is. So you think you're making a point by calling them a woman. They might be a trans woman, or they might be a trans man, and you're being... There's no way to tell. A guy just did a tweet where he posted, like, the aftermath of bottom surgery. It was like, doesn't it look fucked up? They're doing this to people. And like the unseen thing there is, yeah, surgery looks fucked up.
Yeah.
They cut you open and
they
put you back together with the same stuff they put clothes back together with.
Yeah.
It looks gnarly.
Yeah, no, it's going to take like 6 to 8 weeks to recover or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But then I bet it looks better.
Probably.
I would have to guess.
I would think so. I don't know. I got the dick surgery to make it look good.
Well, what?
Circumcision.
The dick lengthening surgery, obviously.
No, I got it shortened. It's intimidating. I've got some interesting reviews on it lately. I won't share them on the podcast to keep some mystery, but...
yeah, your dad listens.
Yeah.
Hi, Tom.
I mean, he's seen my dick, but it was smaller then.
It's small now.
I said smaller.
Put some sirens in here just to freak him out.
No, because then he's waking up to, my dick was smaller back then.
How do you fall asleep to a podcast? How do you wake up dead?
No, I have particular podcasts that I fall asleep to because I don't care about them. It's just noise.
Yeah. Have you tried noise? They make white noise.
No, it needs to be voices. Do you want to drill me on this? Do you want to talk about the things I'm sad about? I'll do it.
I need people. You have a cat? It's like people.
She's fucking pissing me off.
Well, she can't piss, so I assume.
Yeah, because she stayed here.
I didn't know.
Stop fucking my cat or whatever it is that keeps getting her UTIs.
Not changing the litter box constantly because the cat pisses prolifically.
Gotta change your litter box when I get home.
I think I'm gonna get you gotta get a double-sized litter box for that cat just to give it.
She does piss profusely.
Well, good. Probably.
No, she's dehydrated because she's shooting it all out immediately.
No, that means you're hydrated if you pee more.
I have
found from drinking a gallon of water.
I'm saying I think she has some kind of Bene Gesserit training where she's pissing before her body's ready for it.
I don't.
That's what happens in Dune.
Think that's how kidneys be doing.
Not ours, but Ernie's. Yeah, she wants attention, but the only attention say on me. She did piss on me because I fell asleep and she needed to get out of my room. So very smart. She was like, if I just piss anywhere, then I wake up and there's piss in my room. If she pisses on me, I'm like, hey, all right, we can solve this right now. She wants attention, but the only attention she wants is to have her cheeks rubbed. I think her teeth are itchy. They're probably going to have to come out soon. But then she foams, like in the beginning of Jurassic Park when they talk about...
No, I pet your cat's face before.
But for the people at home, in Jurassic Park in the beginning when they talk about the foam on the dinosaur's mouth and there's a bunch of foam in the wounds? You're the only person... Yeah.
Okay, you got to be specific. Yes, I do.
Anyway, so she's like that.
It's essentially, imagine hydrogen peroxide when you put it in your wound.
Right, it's doing that out of her face. And I didn't put any hydrogen peroxide on the wounds in her mouth.
That time.
So, yeah, but then I'll try and regular pet her, and she'll just contort her face so that she's just rubbing her face on me. And then she puts her paw on me that's so sharp, and I'll try and hold her in a safe way where her paws are, neutralized. And then she's like, I hate this. I don't want this to be happening. Oh, wait, love me. No, love me by my face rubbing on you.
Love me in my... See, that's why dogs are better than cats, because cats are like, love me under these very specific circumstances, whereas dogs are like, foot pets? Sure.
Yeah, that can happen.
Get that heel up on me, dude.
No, she wants foot pets too.
Just specifically
it's
to her
just
face.
Foot pets where she rubs her face and then her fucked up broken tooth is jamming into the bottom of my foot.
Did you take her to a cat dentist?
They have those?
No, but take her to a vet.
If they had a cat dentist, I would be going to it for my teeth. No, she's got to go to a vet.
Yeah, it's probably just... She probably got half a tooth, if we're being totally honest.
She do.
She do?
In fact, she do.
Yeah, no, take that shit out.
They told me not to.
That's going to be expensive.
Not if I just pop.
Yeah. You remember when you had to give her oral medicine and it was a full nightmare?
I just love going to the vet, and whenever they say, this is going to require, and I say, what it's going to require is sedatives and instructions.
Sedatives being the...
And by the way, I don't need the instructions. I'll get that tooth out, and she won't feel it until I run out of sedatives, so give me a lot. And they're like, you know what? We'll do surgery on your cat for free if you don't do surgery on your cat.
Don't do any of those things?
And I'm like, you've fallen into my trap.
If you follow... Hey, circle back. That's called a callback, folks.
Woo!
End the episodes.
I don't have money for my health care or my pets.
We're at like 5 minutes. Oh, would you get me more wine? I'll do plugs. Check out our podcast that's about Dungeons and Dragons if you like that. Tom, we're not looking at you. But if you do like that, it's Just Crits, searchable on Spotify and everything else in the world. linktr.ee/It's Just Bits.
Dad, listen to it. I talk about my dick less.
He does talk about his dick less on the Dungeons and Dragons podcast. And he does do a damn good job editing it. So a little more production value and all that stuff there. We're going to be sinking back into... We're going to be pretty much just doing another marketing push here once I regain the will to live. So once that happens, we'll probably have some new content for you, some new t-shirts, because we haven't posted t-shirts in a while. Follow us on, I'm going to guess, TikTok. You know what? Save your follows for a couple of episodes. But I'm guessing TikTok/Instagram Reels.
The Reels did good, you said.
Yeah. I just don't like TikTok. I like Instagram Reels better. So, don't we have an Itch Your Spits Instagram?
Yeah, we have a Facebook, I thought is what you were doing with it.
I'll figure it out.
I'm not posting any of those. I'll just make them and then send them to you. And then I won't have to do the part I don't like.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Go back and find those, future Kellen. I have to stop doing that.
Does it piss you off?
No, it doesn't piss me off. It fucks with my head.
Because you're editing and you're like, ah!
No, because it'll be like, hey, future Kellen, go do that. And that's actually something that I have to take that action and do that. So then I say out loud to the wall, I'm doing it. And then I'm like, he's not going to respond because he's me from before. But I remember doing that.
And then you go...
How has it come that I'm here? I didn't take any action to move time forward, and yet it moved.
You're struggling... Dude, you know you need to get your mental health in order when you're still struggling with the concept of time.
I started struggling with the concept of time when I was pretty close to as good as I've ever been. I think I just have the time to be like, what's actually going on? Because I was pretty buckled down working on just making it to the next day, and then I popped my head up and I was have we all discussed what the fuck all this is?
Well, yeah, that's gone. That's what always fucks me up, is that didn't happen anymore.
What didn't happen
You
anymore?
can remember it, but it's no longer happening. That's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime a moment happens, you're in the next one, or by the time you can recall the moment, that's the
Oh,
one that
no,
always
the
fucks
most
with me.
fucked up fact in the world is time only goes one way. Are you fucking kidding me? You kidding me with this shit?
Yeah, because your memories are not
In my
time.
head, it goes both ways.
Yeah. Oh, dude, if you want to do mind blowers, we'll do some. We'll take a little subpar and do mind blowers.
Morty's mind blowers.
What's behind, or what is past your periphery? Try and look past your own periphery.
Oh, there's nothing. It's not. I can't.
Yes, but it's a field of view, so you know.
And then if I turn my head, there's other stuff over there.
Yeah.
And I know that I can.
But-
you can see your nose all the time.
Yeah, that's a good one too. But there is something watching your eyes. That's what it makes you realize. What's past your periphery? Oh, that's because it's just black back there. It's just blackness, but there's something there. That's what fucks you up.
You ever see people go? They'll say like, "Do you know there's a skeleton in you?" No, there's not. You're in a skeleton.
Yeah.
And then
You're
that
the
skeleton
brain.
is in the thing that you drive around, which I guess is you.
And I really got to take care of this fucking thing. Boy, do I take shit
It's
care of
starting
it.
to. I exercise now. I go to a gym now. I never
You're
wanted
swimming?
to do that. Mm-hmm. I can breathe now, which is a new development on the fourth time I went there. The first two times I was there, the lifeguard was looking at only me, and that was they should have been.
Yeah.
And the first time I was there, I was like, don't have the lifeguard get in the pool. You don't have to do good. You don't have to look cool. You don't have to make it to the under end of the pool. Make sure the lifeguard doesn't get wet.
It's about setting realistic expectations, man.
And I did that the first day. Now I can make it. The fucking frustrating thing is I'm ready to work out my arms and legs more. I can't fucking breathe. And I can't backstroke straight. So if I'm splitting the lane, I got to just freestyle and then rest. Or freestyle as though I'm drowning.
It does suck, the learning curve to exercising, because your mind may be willing, but your body is not. Your body is...
The frustrating thing for me currently is that my body is willing, but my lungs are like, yeah, so you haven't swum for real in
You
about
have
10
no
years,
cardio
and you've been
experience.
smoking for 5. So
Yeah.
you're done, buddy.
You have no cardio, my dude.
No, absolutely none.
I gotta get back into a sport. I think that's the big one, because no matter how much I go to the gym, no matter how much you do all that other shit, I am never in as good a shape as in when I just did
Well, when the
none of those
exercise is
things
something
and
that it's
wanna do.
it's incidental to something you want to do.
And everybody I know, like anybody who I know who plays soccer still or any other sport still, is just like in ridiculously good shape for no fucking reason. And I'm just, but that reason is they're like, oh yeah, I play soccer every night.
That's why I picked an exercise where if I stop doing it in the middle of it, I do die. So I have to, I'm like, well, no, you're not actually done breathing heavy right now because it's 9 foot. So
Good luck. I think I might have to absolutely bite a motherfucking bullet and do BJJ.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. There's so many reasons it's biting a bullet too.
You're gonna meet so many fucking guys.
Joe Rogan fans.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
You know what?
There's so much. It's $200 a month. Is another thing. That's fucking ridiculously expensive.
Why do this? Why
it's the only thing that makes sense for me. I can't go back to rugby. I'll explode my face. I can't.
That's why I'm swimming, because I know my knees are good now. If I asked anything of them, they'd be like, dipshit, no. So yeah,
I need the team aspect, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So I can't swim. I swim as much as I can, but it's just without the team aspect, I'm not doing what I could do. If you do BJJ, you got the team around you. It gets the aggression out too, which I've got. I'm fucking aggressive. Be aggressive. Be screaming at yourself in bed in the middle of the night.
You're supposed to scream at other people in bed.
Nice.
They've told me.
No,
they get mad because I'm screaming at myself when they're there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I gotta just become a terrible human being and do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I think those are the rules.
I've come around on Joe Rogan, first of all, because he's buddies with Tim Dillon, who
Tim Dillon's
I have to like him.
the left wing Alex Jones.
Is he? They did pretty much.
Yeah.
He's cool. He was on Your Mom's House Live
Except
last
he's
night.
not that left wing. He's pretty Republican.
He's
you,
like
you
not
saw him on
awful.
Your Mom's House?
Not at my mom's house. Guys, okay, chill out. I know we like to have fun here, but no, Your Mom's House Live, which
Oh,
Kyle likes.
Kyle Rittenhouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he wants to be friends with you. He doesn't need a friend. I don't even
No,
know.
but I don't know. I went and watched Your Mom's
I
House
don't-
Live with him, which what the premise of Your Mom's House is actually, they get off of it so often, but it is watching fucked up insane videos.
Yeah, which I love.
Right.
Circle
I saw a
back.
stiletto inside a penis yesterday, but we can hit that later.
Love that. Love that for me. I know I went to college with him. Who's Kyle?
Kyle, Ashley's boyfriend?
Nope.
Kyle Coleman?
Name rings a bell.
You've met him.
I know I have.
I've tried to get you two to talk, and then both of you have just been like,
No.
It's like in Doctor Who. No, you're not going to get that fucking reference.
No, he's the
silence.
I like the autistic guy in the corner. That's the one I like. The guy who's like, this is what I had for the last 19 breakfasts. And I'm
Hello.
like, that's true.
Yeah,
As
it
opposed
was
to the guy
Velveeta
who's
mac
like,
and cheese.
I'm for sure not autistic. I'm like, no, dude, come on.
Just go with it, bro.
Let her out.
Bitches love it. They don't. They think they don't, but they do.
Hey, I have a book I could
it's
recommend
fraught.
you.
It's fraught, Jerry. What is it about autism? I've read it. Don't
No.
look me in the eye.
I have a book I could recommend you that could teach you how to be an amoral monster, but have sex. So
I've already had sex with a little bit of morals, so
it's hard to go back. I will say, amoral sex, not as good. Not as good.
no, I know that I know because I've had amoral sex. Obviously, I've done a lot of thinking in the past month, and I didn't like any of it, which is how you can tell it's good for you.
That do be how. I don't know. Is it bad that I like it?
Thinking about yourself?
Yeah, it's the same kind of pain you get from working out, though. It's a good pain.
No, this was more like physical therapy after you've been in a coma and paralyzed,
Oof,
where
bad
it's like
pain.
I've been not doing this right for a long time. I gotta fucking rethink.
Yeah,
it.
difference between upkeep and starting with zero.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the upkeep is good. Now that I can breathe enough to get to the end of the pool and back, now I'm like,
It's
I enjoy
starting to
doing
feel better.
laps. Now it's working out. Before it was like, and similar to, engaging in relationships with human beings.
Do you go? We're gonna take a swim break here for a second. Do you go by time or laps?
As long as it's wet. I go by, if I can't breathe, I'll stop. And then when I can, I start again.
Do you count your laps?
Not yet. I'm not good enough.
So I said
I've been going for like 2 weeks. I gotta start doing it soon, but basically I'm
just
just
set
trying-
don't do laps. Don't fall into the trap of laps.
Oh, okay.
Set a timer on your watch, phone. Look at the clock, whatever the fuck it is. Probably don't look at the
For
clock.
how long you're gonna swim? I'm
Yeah.
gonna look at the clock because I don't bring shit into the pool.
Goggles or earplugs?
I have goggles.
You should get earplugs. You're gonna get a wicked ear infection.
Actually, yeah, it's probably true.
Yeah, I had to get them too. I got the fucking nastiest ear infection. And then I got pneumonia.
Probably related.
Yeah, I was swallowing a lot of water. But yeah,
I do too because I'm frequently going in a pool.
You'll get pneumonia. It'll be fun. It'll last about a week.
All right.
Yeah,
I traditionally, when I get respiratory infections, just don't do anything about that.
you're
so.
supposed to do stuff about them.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, no, I always set a timer on my watch for 30 minutes and then just be like, okay, I'm in the pool for 30 minutes. That doesn't mean I'm swimming the entire time in the pool for 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah, no, because of the nonsense at the fucking YMCA where you have to schedule when you do lap swim.
You're in the pool for 30 minutes.
It's 45 minutes, so yeah, I'm in the pool for 45 minutes. And
Yeah.
the thing is, like, by virtue of living on a third floor walk-up, my thighs got crazy. I can sprint up to the L, which is a real convergence of a lot of great things for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to be able to do that with my arms and lungs. So I'm not trying to train
Just
for anything.
matching.
Right. So I'm just gonna get in the pool and go until I'm tired, and then wait until I can go again. And eventually, I will breathe better and have probably better arms, but that's fine.
Here, well, we'll see. It's mostly back for swimming, unfortunately. You won't get bigger arms.
It's all right. I like backs. We know this.
Yeah, we do. Two things. One, Tough Mudder. We're doing a competition on the 28th, if you want to come. It's the entire Ford clan plus random stragglers.
Because all of you just kind of have a dragnet out there and catch unhappy people.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And then, tough. And that is just more of a slog than a sprint, right? You just got to kind of.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to do
through
dog shit on it if you just want to do dog shit with
I
me.
might just do dog shit on it.
Yeah, I think you get 2 free beers at the end, too. So.
All right, so I get to prime getting drunk.
Yeah, text Christy and see if she... Didn't she text you about it? She totally texted you about it.
I don't think so. Maybe.
Whatever. Text her. And then 2, I've started...
Last time I saw Christy, she was homeless. Does she have a home now?
No. She's going to be homeless for a long time.
Still? It was a while ago.
She's okay, for listeners, she is a nomad, not a homeless person. She refuses to get a house because she constantly travels and refuses to stop traveling.
Yeah, I'm aware.
And then she found a fucking boyfriend who constantly travels, and he's like, I'm going to live for 2 years in Mexico. And she's like, no, bye. And I'm like, poor decision making. But I've started taking the stairs here because of...
Oh, yeah. No, that'll be
partially
good.
because of that, and partially because I was working at a 5-floor walk-up for 2 weeks doing construction, so I was carrying
heavy things.
Yeah, so I primed my body, and now I'm like, well, this is easy because there's no weight, and it's a smaller... It's still 5 floors, but they're half flights instead of full flights like the other place.
It is, like, I have heard people like, it's so nice to be in shape. Running up the L stairs and not feeling it, I'm like, this is what... I think this is what being a horse is like. It's so good. So I just got to be able to do that with, like... I'm always going to sweat, but I feel like I would do it less if I had any cardio.
Yeah, cardio do be preventing that sweat. I don't know, man.
I gotta get a full body workout.
There are so many things that I gotta fucking bite the bullet for. I tried Noom recently. Have you tried Noom yet?
Noom with an M?
It's a diet app. Yeah, Noom.
I'm not gonna do that. My diet's gonna be dog shit forever. I'm sorry. Is that what you have to bite the bullet on?
At some point. No, there's so many fucking things. I gotta bite the bullet to go back to coaching. That's gonna be $50.
Getting
it's
coached?
$100 $100 a month to get a coach. Yeah.
Well, what if you just coach someone for $50 and then?
it's a pyramid scheme. That is.
That's an obelisk. I think that's more sustainable.
An obelisk scheme.
Yeah. There's one guy on the bottom getting fucked.
No, it's like those clickety-clackety magnets.
Oh yeah. It's a you mean it's a Newton's cradle, right? Oh, those ones. I don't understand how that's similar at all. Actually,
They're shaped like no, they're not shaped like an obelisk. It doesn't. That's how.
I was like, he's got to be talking about something other than that because that doesn't make any sense.
Whee!
Thought you were talking about a Newton's cradle, which I thought was a magnet for a second. Why are you on Noom?
That's a good question.
Or why are you getting trained?
Huh?
Why are you going to get trained?
No, it's coaching. So for business.
Oh, business coaching. Oh,
yeah,
God.
Which I actually need.
They make something called a therapist. It's like that for, like, your emotions.
No, mine are actually healthy, unfortunately. So.
Strange.
Yeah, I know. It's weird, right? No, all my shit's in order in the mental faculties. The issue is motivation towards business because I live the bohemian lifestyle.
Business is bad.
So I don't. Yes.
What are you doing?
Because capitalism be bad. Well, the coaching takes the spiritual aspects of capitalism and does that. It's like envision your success, and I'm like, I do like meditating, so let's do it. Yeah, meditating on capitalism is essentially what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, that's yes, that's.
Do you
that's
understand
bad.
why
That's
you need
bad.
a coach?
That's that's like you can do alchemy, but don't try and like bring someone back from the dead, because if you do deals with dark forces, you open yourself to the dark forces.
Hey, do you want to reap these benefits?
If you play Dungeons and Dragons, the devil can get in you. Okay?
Do you want to reap these benefits?
Sure, I'll reap
Do
the
you
benefits.
want to stop like working a real job and just having editing the podcast be your actual job? Because
Actually, no.
These are the steps.
Actually, no. I like my job a lot, but I'd
Yeah,
like
so
to
do
not
I.
rely on it. So yes.
Yeah, fuck you money is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, give me a raise. No? Okay, bye.
And then I'm not gonna.
Yep.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, and I mean, we were dick ass on our way. We were making like $50 a month. We're down to 30 now. Just from Patreon. And this is...
Yeah, we got money coming in, and
Yeah.
there's equipment littered around this place for production value. So
Yeah, and it's all paid for by the production. So I mean, there's a pathway. All I gotta do is
sacrifice your immortal soul. Yeah.
is combine the powers of Crystal Girls and Finance Bros, and then the two
to create a horrific child. What are you doing?
Worst people. That's all I gotta do.
Is it like
that's
a double negative? Are you trying to multiply
That
negative
is-
numbers and get a positive?
I mean, Crystal, because that's who marries each other. It's Crystal Girls and Finance Bros. They marry
Yeah.
each other, and they're both.
No, every dude in a Patagonia
Awful.
jacket has some room in his house that's full of crystals.
And a girl also in a Patagonia jacket, crazily enough.
Right? Yeah. He bought it
Everybody's got.
because crystal girls. I've only met one in person, but they don't tend to have jobs.
And also,
Well, they teach you.
everything they own
I gotta
is
unfollow her on
designer. Who? Dude, it is hilarious.
Oh, the dog.
Chris, yeah, the dog, dude. Every time she posts pictures of the dog, I'm like, could have stayed just for the dog. But I had no modicum of that is my dog. That was not my dog. That was a dog I saw a lot. Wasn't my dog.
Weird how the dog liked you better, but
Because I set rules for the dog. If the dog did a bad thing, the dog was punished. That is a very simple...
dogs love that.
Yeah, respect. Dogs do love respect. I expect better of you. And then the dog goes, oh, and puts one paw over its nose
Right.
and looks sad.
One of my dad's friends, I never saw it in person, so it might be like a fish story, but they had a dog with a curly tail, and it absolutely worshipped this guy's two sons. And then one of the sons, I think the dog ate like a fish, a prized fish in a pond or something like that, ate an animal that was cherished. And so they absolutely screamed at the dog, and its tail uncurled. And it stayed uncurled for like a week because it was depressed that it had failed.
Yeah. I definitely identify with that dog.
Yes, I know. Yes.
I swear, fuck it, dude. You got the same 5% raise at work too, right?
Yeah.
That's not a raise. That's keeping up with inflation.
No, and also no, it's not. So
Oh yeah, because inflation's like 10% this year.
I gotta go talk to him.
It is illegal to tell freelancers when and where they work. By the way, that is that is literally in labor laws. You cannot tell
And
a
if-
freelancer when and where to work.
And if you mentioned this to them, they'd be like, "Well, you can't really do this job if we don't tell you that." So
Yeah, so we're not freelance.
sounds like there's something we're not.
Yeah, but why is it so hard to find somebody who is willing to make fun of everybody and shit on everything?
Because I'm willing to make fun of everybody is a very classic cover for I'm mainly going to make fun of people that will be the targets of fascism, but I make fun of everybody.
But fascism be dumb.
It's bad, yeah.
You know, one thing this podcast says is fascists are dumb.
Man, you guys got to like us now. I don't have stuff to plug. I just cut shit. Like my arm. linktr.ee/it's just bits. It's just our links. It's like our Twitters and our and all of these. And it's just crits and it's just bits. I don't know. I'm super out of practice with the advertising portion of this.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I was never good at it.
No. I'm going to make the common mistake of saying we'll redouble our efforts now that I might have mental health in the near future. And then overpromise and underdeliver, as you do.
So, modulate your expectations accordingly.
Yeah, exactly.
When I edit this podcast, I have something called an audio compressor on here, where if it gets too high, it just automatically knocks it back down.
Mm-hmm.
Do that with your hopes and dreams.
Yep. I don't think we spend any more money towards advertising, because that's kind of doing dog shit. I think we rely on word of mouth and stickers, because I have not canvassed this area in stickers. Live episodes.
Live
Shit
episodes
like
and stickers. I think that's the deal.
There's a chance. I went to a marketing conference, because again, I'm of the devil. That talked about
dark-sided.
She's tampering in dark-sided stuff.
How insane Chance's marketing was. His marketing, like, he was so fucking good at it, because he would sell a poster on his website and then reimburse people if they posted it somewhere public. People would be able to get like a $6 poster from him, and then they would post it on the streets of Chicago, constantly getting taken down by the police, but who gives a shit?
Because you're posting it for the online thing.
Also,
and
you're
they're
constantly
all
putting it up. And the cops are giving you marketing, because they're like, there's a plague of posters, and the news is doing like, everybody's posting these Chance 3 posters and all that shit. Just like how well his marketing worked is fucking insanity. He good.
It would be good. What we should do is not do a fourth album that's dog ass if we do channel marketing.
Third one's dog ass too.
And actually, there's good songs on it.
He had Justin Bieber on it. You gotta lose me there.
Yep.
That wasn't one of the better ones. I mean, I like 10 Day a lot. I know Acid Rap is the best, but 10 Day's still good.
Acid Rap is the best. 10 Days second best, and then 3's got like 3 songs.
Well, I'm putting a 10 Day song under all this, so deal with it.
All right.
Maybe I'll end it with Acid Rap,
Dude,
though.
Cocoa Butter Kisses?
Oh, so good.
I got burn holes in my hoodies. All my homies think I miss my cocoa butter kisses.
Absolutely.
Juice, though.
Fucking banger.
I got the juice. I got the juice. Channel, Chatham's on. Foolies glad I'm home. Even my haters kinda glad I'm on.
His voice too.
Voice is great.
It's Bob Dylan. It's Bob Dylan style. It's a voice that shouldn't work, but he does it so
It
well.
does work.
I do like the
Leo
three
says we
hats,
should go
though.
down to Ale, which I appreciate because that's on my way home. But
Leo or Neil?
Leo, I don't know why Neil would want that.
Yeah, that's
Neil
awesome.
Young? He's dead, probably.
No.
Which Neil do you mean? Oh, the one we work with.
Yeah.
He's cool. He texts me mad about stuff all the time.
Hell yeah.
Couldn't be happier.
He's only ever that emotion.
He has caught on to the fact I'm trying to wind him up, so it's harder now.
That's funny.
Well, he just gets angry all the time,
He's so angry.
and I don't do great with emotional interaction. So I was like, I can make a friend by just this guy who's already mad, if I put rocks in his shoes, it's like a joke, for friendship, which did work. But now I'll turn his coffee mug upside down, and he'll be like, that would infuriate me, but I know you did it to piss me off, so I'm gonna have a normal emotional reaction to this. I'm like, well, that's no fun.
Be mad.
What if I did something else? The best thing I ever did to him was I told him, he goes, is all you did flip my coffee mug upside down? I was like, oh no, you didn't find out what I did to your chair? He was like, what did you do to my chair? And I was like, I had not done anything to his chair.
But for the next hour.
Yeah, I wish it could have been the next day, but I couldn't hold it. He was like, what the fuck did you do to the chair? And I was like, I didn't do anything.
You had to keep a professional environment.
Wasn't even that. I was just too like, I'm giddy. Have you seen that the TikTok or wherever else it's going, where it's like a ring?
Vine. I think we're circling back.
Could be Vine. It was a ring, basically like a Ring doorbell cam.
Dude, how are you the last one to show up to your own party? That is messed up. What party? Your birthday party. What are you talking about?
What are you doing?
What?
It's a surprise party.
Surprise party?
Are you drunk?
Of course I am. It's a party.
It's
a
a
surprise
surprise birthday party. That stupid son of a bitch. My favorite one is the grandma who's sitting in the living room, and the loudest truck in the world pulls up, and everybody in this 20-30 person party, like a family party, agrees, oh shit, the fuck up cousins are here. The 2 cousins that are just fuck ups and nothing else. And the grandma's like, they're still the best, I love them. And then they walk in and they throw like fucking natty lights to 12-year-olds on the way in, and grandma's like, oh boys. And everyone everybody else is like, my child's drinking a Natty Light.
It's water. You're fine.
It's essentially water. That's my favorite. Also, if you ever look around your family reunion and can't find a
Get a
fuck-up
boner?
cousin,
No.
you're the fuck-up cousin because you have a boner, because you got a boner. When you look around the family reunion, can you find a fuck-up cousin?
I was thinking about that currently. I mean, I need to go through all 15 of them.
I've got a couple.
Might be me. It might be me. They
I've
would all
got, like-
consider it me because they all moved.
You know what? I've got like 8 on my dad's side that are definitely way more fuck up than I am. And then just my sister on the other side is worse than me.
I might not. I
On
might
my
be the fuck up
mom's
cousin.
side, on my mom's side, my sister definitely is the fuck up cousin.
Oh, yeah. I don't know the rest of your family. Christy's like
No, they're all doing great.
textbook.
Yeah. What about, so what are your numbers?
I mean, I've got one on one. Well, I've got 3 on one side, but I only see 2 of them rarely, and then I've got 15 on the other side, including me. So I'm trying to go through all 15, and I'm hoping that I'm going to run into one that's a fuck up. I haven't yet, though.
Uh-oh.
Might be me. There is one of every person in every cousin group, so that this works with any quality of person. But, yeah, not a fuck up. Not a fuck up. Really don't approve of who she's marrying, but she's happy, so that's not a fuck up. Didn't give me a +1 to her wedding. That's a fuck up and insulting.
Getting married, though, I mean, getting married to somebody that it might actually work out with. Is Leo calling you?
Texting.
God damn it. That shouldn't be happening. Oh. Also texting me, I'm not responding.
I would
that
assume.
makes sense.
No, when do you think I get texts from Leo?
When do I respond? Yeah. That's fair.
Anyway, I think I'm the fuck up guy.
On both sides?
I mean, on the other side,
There's 3.
on the other side, there is a fuck up uncle, and I feel like, despite being
counts.
lovely people, his sons have inherited it, so they're the fuck up cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Because I never posted a Snapchat about drunk driving.
Yep,
Never
that's a fuck
posted a
up.
Snapchat.
You're being too kind with these people. Okay?
One of them's a child, so she's fine.
So far.
Taller than me, though, which is
Not cool.
fine with it. And
Sure.
last time I saw her, I was like, shit. I didn't say shit. I was like, shit, you're getting big. Goddamn, you're going to be taller than us. And she reached up, no tiptoes. Her elbow was bent, reached up and patted the top of my head. Kid's hilarious.
That is...
And I'm going to have to punch her before she gets too big.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, before you can't reach anymore.
Exactly. Her dad's gigantic and her, my family.
No, we've got a 7'8" person on my mom's side. 7'8".
7'8". God damn.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to get much more numbers after 7.
No, this is the only apartment in my building he could fit in because I got really fucking high ceilings. I just got lucky. No, he can't fit through a lot of door frames. He's gonna duck. He is.
Bet that sucks for him. I
he
feel
is
good about being
TikTok
short
tall.
now.
Like
Where it's
the
interesting
people
on a TikTok. Yeah.
The TikTok, the most famous quote unquote tall guy on TikTok, the black dude who's like all he does on TikTok is like, you want to see what I look like in a pool? That guy?
No,
You haven't?
I don't know that guy.
He's 7'6".
There's a lot of tall women on my TikTok.
Nice. No, the guy who literally just goes around and is like, let me see what I
look like here?
in the deep end of a pool. What about in next to the tallest man in the world? What about next to the shortest girl in the world?
Do that. That's a good.
All he does for a living is he travels and just stands next to things.
Good.
Awesome.
Yeah, great.
My uncle is 2 inches taller than him.
God damn. Does he have a TikTok?
No, he's like 66.
How big's his dick?
I didn't ask.
You know.
No, I'd be dead if I knew. Yeah, no, I used to have 30 cousins. I'm down to 20.
Imagine him being in court and they're like, you are accused of violating this child. And he goes, Your Honor, look how tall I am. And he's like, you're right. That child can walk.
And then a kid crippled comes in. But how long ago were you crippled? What day?
Polio. It was polio. I was lying. It was polio. By the way, speaking of.
And then the kid comes in with like duct tape over the sides of his stitches on the sides of his
You
mouth.
want to know how I got these
Podcast up.
Chance, acid rapper, soccer, hacky sacker, cocky, khaki, jacket, jacker, slap happy, faggot, slapper, a rocky rocket launcher, shake that laffy taffy, jolly raunchy rapper, dang, 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 ski, 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 she do that thing for 3 retweets, the album feel like 92, Now take that bump for he 3P.